Hey, and welcome back. We are here with a sort of a total knee replacement update.
Let's talk knees, titanium knees, from hurting to healing, to taking the lead. Let's talk knees.
So how long has it been since your total knee replacement?
5 months and change.
And how are you doing?
Pretty good. I mean, I still have a ways to go, but I'm doing much better.
Good.
Don't have pain, just, a lot of tightness and a little bit of swelling and a little bag of concrete hanging around my leg from time to time, mostly toward the end of the afternoon. But
Are you at the point where you would tell people you really should get this done? This is great. This is life-changing?
I don't know.
Maybe the life-changing part?
Yeah, I'm going to leave out the life-changing part.
Well, change
But when I
yours.
think about things like yesterday when I went grocery shopping,
Yeah.
by myself, and I drove, the 30-minute drive there and walked around the store for 30 minutes, and then I drove, or 30 minutes, hour and a half, and then, 30 minutes home. I thought about the day that I went to show low with Jaxley and how I was in tears when I got home because I was in so much pain and you had to help me get out of the Jeep.
Yep.
And so I thought about that yesterday. I was like, okay, I'm really glad that I can sit here in my Jeep while I'm driving and I can just bend my knee to 90 degrees and more if I want, and I don't have any pain in my knee. And, it felt heavy and tight, and I was glad to be sitting down after walking around the store for an hour and a half, but I'm only a little over 5 months,
Right.
It's a year to 18-month recovery. So I know down the road, or I hope down the road, that kind of stuff will go away too. But so yeah, it's so much better. And I'm so glad I don't have that arthritis pain anymore.
Good.
Would I do it again? I don't want to relive these. I don't want to relive that first month.
For sure.
And so I'm doing everything that I can to keep this other knee from having to do that.
I want to give an update from a caregiver's point of view.
Okay.
First, I'm going to say, if you like these videos, like and subscribe. It really helps us out with YouTube. It literally gives us a reason to keep doing this. And if you would like to be part of the Total Knee Talk YouTube channel and podcast, because we'll be doing the video and audio for those of you who are just listening and not watching, reach out to us at hello@totalkneetalk.com.
Nope. We'll put that on the screen right here.
Okay. Maybe here.
Maybe there.
No, not
not
there.
right in front of my face.
It'll be right here.
Maybe over here on the side going this way.
That's just a rolling screen. hello@totalkneetalk.com. Let us know that you would like to tell your story.
And your story can be an amazing story of how wonderful your recovery was, or your story can be, a continuing saga of pain and life interruption. Sadly, there are many of those. I've met so many people that have just had such horrible, horrible recoveries. And I pray for them every day that they will finally see the light at the end of the tunnel and get through it. There are so many people out there that are looking. They've had their knee replaced, or they're getting ready to have their knee replaced, and they're searching YouTube, and I know I was that person. I was searching YouTube, and I was just trying to find anything about total knee replacement, about recovery, and am I going to make it through this? What's it going to be like? That kind of thing. And we thought it would be really cool to have one place where you could go and hear a lot of different stories. So that's what Total Knee Talk is going to be all about. But we need those stories. We are right now in the process of trying to work out a time to meet with a lady who's had a very difficult recovery. She's in Australia, so she's 17 hours ahead. We were actually going to do that video yesterday and then realized, oh, well, that didn't work out. So we're back to, trying to figure out a time with her. But we need more people. So please, like Dee said, contact us.
We'd love your story. We'll make it easy for you. We'll send you a list of questions that you can pick and choose from. You don't have to answer all of them. We're looking for maybe a 30, 45-minute conversation, but we will guide you through that. You don't have to just stare at the camera and make stuff up like we do. We'll send you the questions ahead of time. I work in IT, so we'll help you with the technology part. We're not here to make you look bad, to make you look ridiculous. We're here to let you tell your story.
And if at the end you're thinking, oh my gosh, I shouldn't have said that, you let us know that and we will edit that out, okay? Because we want you to be comfortable with this. You will be on our YouTube channel, Total Knee Talk, so people will see your face. But if you feel like, no, I don't want anybody to see my face, I don't want to do that. That doesn't mean you shouldn't do this, because we can just put you on the podcast where people can just hear your voice.
Good.
Right?
Yeah, let's get to it.
Yeah.
We're ready to roll. We just need you.
We need you.
So tell your story.
We want to get this started.
Hello at Hathaway We Go. Nope. Hello at TotalKneeTalk.com. Okay, so with that, I want to just talk a little bit about the 5-month recovery for the caregiver. In this case, me.
That's you.
Me too. So you know what I went through. For the first couple. You know what's involved in taking care if you watched the first 2 videos. If you didn't, go watch them and come back. We'll wait. Okay. She has become so much more independent than I think I was ready for, because for so long it was all about Dee. I was doing the food, I was doing the cleaning, I was doing the laundry, I was doing the shopping, I was getting the ice packs. I bathed the dog once, and then we had a professional groomer come do that for a little bit. I was doing that and still working. I took the first few days off when she came home. And so there was that. And then factor into that, every time she would move, it would be so painful. And you could just tell it was excruciating for her. At the 9 week, she was doing more. She was mobile, but she wasn't doing,
I wish I had documented like what day I vacuumed. I mean, we have a teeny tiny little house. We've mentioned it before, but one day I vacuumed this part of the house, which is teeny tiny, and I was so proud of myself. And I don't remember how far along I was there. I'm going to say it was around 9 weeks, but I don't remember for sure.
We'll go watch the video and see if you mention it.
Yeah, because I did mention it. I just don't know if I told when it was.
All right.
Anyways,
we won't make you wait while we do that. We'll do that after. Okay. I am so glad that she's feeling better, and we are able to go out for short walks. And we take the dogs.
We put the dogs in the stroller every morning, because I wanted one of the reasons I did this was because I wanted to get back to being able to walk every morning with Dee. We walked every morning. How far is that? 2 miles? Mile and a half?
2 miles.
About 2 miles every morning. We did that every morning for a few years. And then it got to the point where I just couldn't anymore because of the bone on bone pain. Yeah. And so that's one of the reasons I did this. I want to get back to taking walks with my husband. Well, I still can't take walks with my husband because, I'm not walking very fast, but I decided if I don't walk every day, I need to build up to it. So I put the dogs in the stroller and I take them around the block every morning. And when I first did it, I walked as fast as I could, and I went at a pretty good pace, and I decided I'm going to walk for 30 minutes. And I did that 2 days in a row. Guess what? Wah, setback. My knee swelled. I had some, just really some discomfort, and it set me back. And so I realized, okay, Cindy, this slow and steady wins the race. So I went back to just walking for about between 10 and 15 minutes, slowed it down a little bit. And, and that's kind of where we are. And I'm just building a little bit at a time. I do ride my recumbent bike every day for 30 minutes. I do my workouts every single day. 6 days a week I work out. Recumbent bike and walking every day. But it takes time. It takes time. But I want to get to the point where I can walk with him again. So we're getting there.
It's not that I miss doing all of those things for her at all. I see her do those things, and I'm still a little, what's the word? Panic stricken when she breaks out the vacuum, because I'm like, is this going to hurt? Is this going to hurt? And so there's still some knee pain, and she doesn't hurt anymore, and I'm not used to that yet. So I'm still a little mother henish. I'm like, no, wait, don't. But she's in that recovery.
Even like yesterday when I got home from the grocery store, and as I came walking up the steps, it's still hard for me to walk up steps. No matter how I'm feeling, it's difficult to walk up steps. And I came up and I was carrying a couple of grocery bags. And then I went back out. He went out to get groceries, and I went back out, and he says, I'll do all the carrying. I'll carry them all in. You just go in and rest. And then he told me to like sit down or lay down or something. I'm like, no, I'm fine. I'm going to, whatever. I'll put the groceries away. He says, I saw you come up the steps. Like, I always come up the steps like that. So, yeah. He worries
So
about me.
if from a mom you cut the apron strings, you cut the suspender strings, went for me. But so anyway, caregiver part is just letting them grow up. You know how it is as a parent. It's the same as a caregiver when they're recovering, is letting them do things and not trying to still take care of them.
For instance, on July 4th, my kids that live down in the valley came up to visit, to hang out at my daughter's house that lives not too far from us, about 35 minutes away. And so they called me and said, Mom, we're all here. Do you want to come over? I'm like, yeah, I want to come over. And Dee was busy doing stuff. Oh, that was when you were doing the crown molding, And I said, I'm going to go. And he's like, do you need me to go with you? And I'm like, no, I can go. And so when I got there, I even said to my kids, this is the first time I've driven this far by myself. I had to, I basically just had to say, no, I can do this. I can drive by myself. I've driven, like to the post office or whatever here and there, which is right down the street. But so seriously, January 31st, I had surgery. July 4th, he finally
let her.
He let me drive by myself, or let's just say I finally said, I got this. I can do it. I'm good. I can go by myself, And, it's kind of nice to go by myself. It was kind of nice to go to the grocery store yesterday. And not that I don't love him being with me, but just to feel like I can do this again. I feel my independence again,
Blink twice if you think I'm keeping you hostage. 17 times. Okay. It's a process. She's practically a full-grown woman.
Practically.
Yeah. And it's just letting her get back to her independence. I care for her.
He was an amazing caregiver. The thing is, he's always a caregiver. He always takes care of me. When he said that about how he did all the cooking and he did all the shopping, he always does all the cooking and all the shopping. I went grocery shopping yesterday because I wanted to buy a bunch of ingredients because there's a bunch of stuff I want to bake. And, I just wanted to go get that stuff. And he was busy yesterday doing stuff. And I'm like, I can go. I can do it. And I spent way too much money at the grocery store. And now we're back to him doing all the shopping.
That's right. We'll see how the desserts turn out. She might go all the time. Well, we just wanted to pop in here, give you an update. As you can tell, things really are progressing nicely, way better than day after, way better than 9 week after. So if you're going through this, hang in there. I'll say it again. Cut yourself some slack. Give yourself some grace. Everybody is different.
Everybody recovers differently.
They do.
And I think it's very important, and I have certainly learned through this, that each of us needs to remember that and tune into that everybody recovers differently. No matter what they're recovering from, everybody recovers differently. But with knee surgery, for sure, everybody recovers differently. And, whether you've had surgery or you're dealing with someone that's had surgery, you just need to understand that it's different for everybody. And I know that right now, there are some of you out there watching this going, well, you've just been nothing but a big whiner and what a complainer and blah, 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 blah. I've had those comments, okay, from people who have had knee replacement, total knee replacement, have gone through recovery, and then they just think I'm ridiculous and I'm a baby and I'm a big whiny crybaby and, whatever. And, and they've let me know that. And what I say to them, and if them is you watching right now, go read the comments on all the videos that we've made on the other 3 videos that we've made about my knee updates, the 4-week, the 9-week, and
then there was like an update in there.
Yeah, the update that also was the 4. Yeah. Anyway, read the comments and see how many people are going through hell after total knee replacement, because it happens. And I've just gotten to the point, you guys, I don't know if it's my age, I don't know if it's going through this or what, but if you're going to give me a snarky comment, I'm going to throw it back at you. If you're allowed to say ugly stuff to me, then I should be allowed to say ugly stuff back. And I'm not that way. I don't want to be ugly. And we'll probably just edit all this out. But
Now, I want to say that. I want to leave that in, and I want to put out a call to other YouTubers out there. What do you do when somebody leaves you a comment like that? You guys are ridiculous. Oh, these two, ugh. Do you just let it go, or are you at the point in your YouTube adventure, or certainly isn't a career, in your adventure that you're like, I'm not taking crap from these guys? Because that's kind of where we are. And I know I saw somebody the other day comment on their YouTube channel and say, they're not political, and we are certainly not political. And they said, if you leave a political comment, we're just going to delete it. We don't have to put up with that crap. This is our channel. So we love that you're here. Be nice.
But especially when it comes to the knee replacement, you know, to the recovery. I mean,
to tell people you shouldn't be suffering. You're a big baby. I went through this in 2 days.
Yeah. Or, you know, well, you need to find a new surgeon. You know what? I loved my surgeon. I think my surgeon did a fabulous job. I have no problem with my surgeon. And I don't care. I don't think it has a lot to do. I mean, sometimes it might have to do with the surgeon, but I know there have been a lot of people that have told me that they've had both knees done at different times by the same surgeon and had completely different recoveries on the same person, just different knees from the same surgeon. So, you know, we just need to understand that everybody's different. But another thing that this has taught me, and I'm not going to get emotional because I've also gotten yelled at in comments for getting emotional. So, poker face, not going to get emotional. I'm not.
Go ahead.
But when somebody that I know is going through a recovery, whether it's total knee replacement or spinal fusion or ingrown toenail removed, I'm going to make them a pie or just go talk to them and go visit them, because I think of all the people that I've known in my life that have had total knee replacement. I didn't know what it was like. I didn't know what they were going through. And I feel so bad because my dad had total knee replacement.
It's crazy.
A couple of years before he died. I didn't do anything special. I didn't call him and ask him how he was doing. So if you know somebody going through this, just give them a call or send them a card.
A text. A Facebook message.
Because, you know, you can go through some really dark times in this recovery. Really dark. It can be really hard. And I say can be, okay? I'm not saying that it is for everybody, so don't yell at me. But it can be really, really hard.
Everybody's different. Reach out to us. Let us know, hey, I want to tell my story. I think people need to hear whatever, good, bad, whatever. Let us be your delivery system for your message.
Subscribe.
Thanks for watching, guys.
Ciao.
Alexa, stop.
She likes the British accent.
Yeah. Alexa, enable Melissa McCarthy.
I'm not quite sure how to get them.
You told me that already, Alexa.
I'm not quite sure how to.
Oh, forget it. We hate Alexa anyway.
I can't do this. I'll be in my trailer.
Your trailer's really hot.
All right, which one are we doing first? Okay. Oh, we're recording. I didn't know that.
All that Alexa stuff.
I'm usually the one that sneaks that in. But here we are. Okay.
I'll just interject. You just go.
Okay. There's nothing to like yet, but there will be very soon. And
There's nothing to
because
like
there's no
yet.
videos
It's
yet.
empty. There's nothing there. We haven't done
We're
anything.
working on it.
We're working on it.
There's going to be content there. It's tough to get past. No, what am I trying to say? I sprung that on you, didn't I?
Yeah. I don't know.
All right, we'll leave that out then. What else you got?
I don't know.
All right.
Let's talk knees, titanium knees. From hurting to healing, to taking the lead. Let's talk knees. So next time someone brings up knees, don't just nod, lean in with ease. There's a saga in those joints, a battle fought, a new way to move, a lesson taught. Full range in 6 months, that's the move. Let's talk knees, yeah.